All right, welcome to another deep dive. We've got something a little different today.
Oh,
Yeah, we got a request from a listener to try to summarize the Book of Esther in under 10 minutes.
oh, wow.
Yeah, that's going to be a challenge, but I think we can do it.
The Book of Esther, that's a great one.
Yeah, it's a really, really interesting story.
It's a wild ride.
It was a wild ride.
Lots of twists and turns.
Yeah, so to get us started, why don't you tell us a little bit about the setting of the Book of Esther?
Okay, so the Book of Esther takes place in Persia
Mm-hmm.
during the reign of King Ahasuerus.
Okay.
And the Persian Empire at this time was vast and powerful.
Wow.
It stretched from India all the way to Ethiopia.
So we're talking about a huge empire.
Huge, huge empire.
Yeah, okay.
And the story centers around a young Jewish woman named Esther,
Mm-hmm.
who is chosen to be the king's new wife.
Okay, so she's the queen.
She's the queen, but here's the catch.
Uh-oh.
She's keeping her Jewish identity a secret.
Whoa, why is that?
Well, it was a dangerous time to be Jewish in Persia. Right.
There was a lot of prejudice and discrimination.
Okay, yeah.
And Esther feared that if the king knew her true identity, it could put her and her people in danger.
So she's living this double life.
Exactly.
Wow, that's got to be stressful.
Very stressful, yeah.
So then what happens? How does the story unfold?
Well, enter Haman.
Okay.
He's the king's wicked advisor.
Classic villain.
Classic villain, yeah.
Yeah.
Haman hates the Jews, and he convinces the king to issue a decree ordering their extermination.
What? Awful.
It's terrible. So Mordecai, who is Esther's cousin,
Okay.
learns about this plot, and he goes to Esther and begs her to intervene.
To go to the king.
Yeah, to plead for her people.
But that's dangerous, right?
Extremely dangerous, yeah. No one was allowed to approach the king without being summoned.
So she could be killed.
Absolutely. But Esther knows she has to do something.
This is so intense.
It is.
What does she do?
Well, she decides to hold a series of banquets for the king and Haman.
Okay.
And during these banquets, she slowly reveals Haman's evil plan. Oh, that's clever.
Yeah, she plays a very smart.
Wow, she's brave.
She is incredibly brave.
So what happens to Haman?
Well, the king is furious when he finds out about Haman's plot,
Yeah, I bet.
and he orders Haman to be executed on the very gallows that Haman had built for Mordecai.
Whoa, talk about poetic justice.
It is.
So the Jewish people are saved,
They are.
and how do they celebrate their deliverance?
They established the festival of Purim.
Purim, okay.
Yeah, it's a joyous celebration.
I've heard of it. What do?
They have feasts, they exchange gifts, they dress up in costumes.
Sounds fun.
It's a really fun holiday.
So the Book of Esther, it's a story of courage, of faith,
Yes.
of standing up for what's right,
Absolutely.
even when it's dangerous.
Yeah. It's a story that has resonated with people for centuries.
And it still resonates with us today. What do you think, listener? Does Esther's story inspire you? How does it make you think about speaking up for what you believe in, even when it's hard? That's something to think about. We'll see you next time for another deep dive.